this is Hellsing920, and it's time for episode 3 of the Epic Interview. Yes, this is your questions, my answers, and if we're all lucky, a couple of jokes in there too. I really hope that there's a few jokes in this, otherwise it's just going to be boring as hell. Now, for those of you who are kind of new here, why don't I give you the rundown here. This series is my Q&A series. I will answer questions sent in by you guys. And tonight I have selected six pretty interesting questions, and we're gonna try to rock through these. And if you have any questions you want me to answer, by all means send them in, and I'll hopefully get around to answering them. Hopefully. So without further ado, why don't we hit up the very first question tonight?
Do you write an entire script for your videos, or do you just make a list of stuff to cover?
Yes, this actually is one people have wondered for a long time. Do I script my videos? And the answer is no. I really don't script them. I actually do, like sit down and I do attempt to work out exactly what I'm going to say, but I never have a script like written down and put up on cue cards and shit for me to read. Like the closest I've ever done to that is now, like in the case like this, I'll actually have like the questions I'm answering written down and put somewhere, or something along those lines. But I've never had like a solid script there for any of these. So yeah, I'm actually just winging it up here. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I actually am pretty good at it. But anyway, I'm just rambling now. Why don't we hit up question number 2?
What recommendations can you give to people who want to get known on YouTube and become a successful YouTuber like yourself?
Now, a lot of people have been asking me this question, and they've been asking me this one ever since I became a YouTube partner, all that, year and a half ago, roughly? And that's how can they become famous and, quote, successful as me? I swear, I've gotten this question a lot, and I'm always a little bit apprehensive to actually answer it because I never really have a definitive answer, because I could actually tell you how I got here, but really that worked for me, but it really doesn't guarantee that it's going to work for you guys. I mean, you actually can look at some of the most famous people on YouTube. You can see that there's a ton of different styles, and there's like a lot of other things that have gotten people where they are, but nothing is really set in. But nothing's really set in stone as to how you can get famous on YouTube or just on the internet in general. If I were to give any sort of advice, it would be do what feels comfortable for you, and that means that if you want to do rants, go ahead and do rants. If you want to do Let's Plays, have have a fucking blast and do Let's Plays. But I really can't give you any one serious hint that'll get you off to internet fame. I'm terribly sorry, but I just can't.
How did you get started on online voice acting?
Okay, actually my memory's a little bit fuzzy here, because I actually don't remember what my very first voice acting gig was that actually went somewhere, but I actually can tell you exactly how I got the roles that I've gotten thus far. I've basically worked for friends. It doesn't matter if it was, DCE and the few videos I've done for him, or Silent Night in his Flashpoint series. And by the way, if you guys have not checked out his work, I'm actually going to put a link to Silent Night's channel in this video. I really do want you guys to go and check him out, because his stuff is frickin' awesome. Or that short, fucking lived and quickly canceled it was a Sonic Unleashed dub, done by Ragdollman98, where I was the voice of Professor Pickle. That's been pretty much it. And I actually have been trying to find a few other roles in various places. Oh wait, there actually was one other one. What the hell am I thinking? I've also turned in a couple of lines for No Date Gamers, and once more, if you guys have never seen that series, check it out. It is fucking phenomenally cool. I actually am going to put a link to that too, that channel also over here. But yeah, I have been working for friends, and I actually would love to get more voice acting work elsewhere. But a lot of people who actually have come to me with thoughts have basically either killed off the project prior to any real like writing or acting happening, or I have to turn them down just simply because the idea sounds a little bit questionable. But yeah, that was sort of how I got my start in voice acting. What very very little I have done, but I actually am still kind of proud of it.
Did you blow up Megaton?
Ah, yes, this one is all about Fallout 3, folks, because if you've never played Fallout 3, you have no idea what the hell this question is about. The very first town you happen to visit in the game is called Megaton, and it's called that because in the very middle of the town is a fucking undetonated atom bomb. And the town wants you to go and deactivate the bomb, and there is some weirdo there who wants you to put a fucking detonator on it. Now, I have played Fallout 3 twice. The first time around, I was a fucking nice guy, which means I was a total pussy in the fucking game, so I opted to deactivate the bomb. However, though, the second time around, I fucking opted to be the evilest bastard the world has ever seen. And when I set off the fucking bomb, oh, that is such a sight to see. In fact, right here is a little screenshot from it. It is so awesome. So yeah, I actually have blown up, Megaton, and I fucking loved it.